Even 5 years ago, Chinese cars were okay. Now they're brilliant.
Driving machine is not ambitious or inspiring enough today to define a car.
The government push in China has enabled you to be able to charge your electric car everywhere.
5-6年前，大家说换电
难以想象，
对吧？但是到了今天，实际上换电的接受度已经很高了。
纯电汽车单块电池超1000公里续航，所谓的里程焦虑正在离我们越来越远。
ET7's system is built by me and my colleagues. 解放精力，减少事故。
Chinese EVs are leading the global race. Join me and automotive commentator Mark as we hit the road with Miao, a trailblazing smart EV brand.
我至今都不知道怎么倒车入库，就完全的靠未来的自动泊车就完成了一系列的操作。
Hey Naomi，
Even more smart features.
Nio is not just a car company, give us really fresh new experience.
因为我自己是没有办公室的，所以我就喜欢去不同的纽屋去办公。
We also take you to auto shows packed with cutting-edge technology and smart solutions.
This will be for fairly young people, I would say. This is their smallest car yet.
以前的话是比较喜欢进口车，但是这几年国产车做得非常好，我有想买的那种感觉有，就是真的有。
So buckle up as we find out how young talent and consumers are driving innovation, steering the auto industry and modern life toward a bold new future.
If you were to drop out of the Chinese market now, you would be missing out on the most exciting period in the last 100 years of the car industry.
Hello，
你好，你好，你好。
Hello， 少卿，然后来自于未来这个智能驾驶团队。啊，对，我其实就是典型技术的。我们希望产生的价值，说白了就是让大家开车更轻松，另外就是开得更安全。那什么样的是豪华品牌？其实是创造了一个愉快的生活方式公司。智能汽车它每年都有新的更新，这是最好的一个状态。软件在里面发挥了更大的作用，它是可以持续给大家提供更好的这个体验，以及更新的体验。那商业模式也要相应的发生变化。这个一次性买断的这样的收费方式变成订阅的方式，那大家可以选择性的去购买。这些长期的思考方式，慢慢的大家接受度越来越高。
We're on NLP Plus now, right?
Yeah.
So the car's driving itself already.
We go to the power station in Wuxi, Wanda. We can try our new feature. So when you get to the station, the car will park into the swap station and swap the battery by itself. 到了进去。那中国的辅助驾驶产品全球领先的，那即使不是绝对的第一，那也是前2名的。从现在看到的统计数据上来说，它都是比人单独自己驾驶要更安全的。
So once you get to the swap station, it books that battery for you. So that's really cool.
That's another one of the areas that's going on. And autonomous driving, there's a massive push there as well. There's so many brands moving into that space now. So I think once they do go abroad, it will only require some tweaking here and there, understanding the local rules of each country, and the system should be absolutely competent, if not the best in the markets out there once they do get abroad.
换电就要开始了，会有一点点噪音和车身起伏，不过别紧张，有我在。答应我，不要开门。挂档和踩刹车。电池换好了。
after the swap battery, the car will get out of the station and
Yes.
found an empty parking area to park and wait for you to come back.
So right now it's still on trial stage. Do you think it will be widespread in the near future?
Yeah.
代客换电，它就是一个无人化的过程。
对，因为本身其实无人化是大家都希望的这个目标。我们是觉得说，实际上现在是已经有个雏形了。但我们想象的最美好的形态是说，开车回家了，晚上可能已经睡觉了，对吧？这辆车它可以自主的开出去换个电，第二天早上你回来的时候，它就满电了。
我们能够预见到的一个更加智能的汽车社会是什么样的
？3-5年的时间，大家可能这个电动车的比例会变高，它会使得说大家开车更轻松。因为这些智能驾驶的技术的普及，那人机一起去驾驶这辆车，可以相比于人，它提供更强的安全性。最熟悉的智能设备是手机，对吧？那后续呢？我觉得可能对大多数消费者而言，那其实就是智能车，它是一个更完整的智能化设备，长期会改变大家的生活。伴随着 AR 成长起来的这一代，那他们会更习惯于这个状态。
For me, the government support on electrification was very important. The government support on autonomous driving is very important, giving the brands places to test out that technology in real life and actually giving them the licenses to do so.
That's the operating system. This is brand new.
With a decade in the industry, NIO has boldly invested in both core technologies and battery swapping. Defying stubborn financial losses, it remains a magnet for investors.
越来越多的朋友考虑和选择新能源汽车，这也是中国新兴装备制造业的骄傲。
We speak with co-founder Qin Lihong about the stories and strategies behind this global EV pioneer's long road to success.
当年这个中国的大城市空气污染比较严重的时候，我们的创始人李斌，他那个时候住在北京的三环内光华路那边。他在阳台上看不见央视的大楼了，而那个时候呢，他的第一个孩子正准备出生，他就觉得我怎么能够把这个世界留给我的孩子呢？所以在那个时候，他就坚定了决心，要做电动汽车。当更多的人选择新能源的时候呢，我们事实上就对推动这个环保和可持续做了贡献。所以当时我们用这个 Blue Sky 来表达这个更加美好和可持续的世界的这么一个愿景。所以我们的任务呢，就是要把电动汽车的全程体验做到很好，做到比燃油车更好，从而来推动这个新能源的普及化。We think it should be above 80% or maybe even 90%, and that will come very soon. In 5 to 8 years, the company is still losing money, but when we start to earn money, I believe it could be very quick and in massive scale.
变成最没有焦虑的出行。
In another 3 to 5 years, I think people will see the whole story of NIO and how it works.
I've driven the latest NIO ET7. It's bringing in the best technology from vehicles that are far more expensive and putting them into one package.
And this one's got some really nice features. You've got your 12.6-inch screen. They all come with Nomi. You can say, "Hi Nomi," and you can ask her to do different things. You can ask her to close your window. She can do really smart chat GPT-like stuff, answer questions.
Oh, I like that.
I think in terms of sales, it will take time. There's still a trust barrier to get past. You still need to show people that Chinese cars can be premium. Those perspectives will change quite quick.
大概在2026年及以后不久的时间，我们要做到换电线线通，覆盖中国大陆，另外再加上澳门地区。
It takes a lot of money and it's much more difficult compared to charging stations. Why bother, and what is the benefit or influence of this choice to the market?
If you calculate, per service cost, it's much cheaper than charging because it can help the user to save a lot of time every year. But for the first moment, somebody should break the ice and start the investment.
Do you think in the long run, battery swapping stations and charging stations are going to coexist?
Yeah, of course. We call our strategy is chargeable, swappable, and upgradable.
Nio has been pioneering that, and they've stuck with it, and it's worked for them. It's a convenience thing. The biggest resource that we have, the most precious resource we have, is time, and it gives that back to people. I think that's a really premium feature.
So I drove with my family more than 2,000 kilometers, and my younger son talked with Naomi for hours. So you imagine, after 20 years, when those kids, they are growing up, they become next generation, the backbone of the consuming power in the market. We, Nio, as a brand, we will be already there. You stay with your user and you grow up together.
Are kids really proud of you for co-founding this futuristic company?
Oh, I hope so. Because I don't take care of my family enough. And I hope I can get understood by my family members. So part of it might be my kids think what I'm doing is cool.
Renowned for its exceptional customer service, Nio has created lifestyle hubs in prime city locations, cultivating a vibrant user community that stays connected both online and offline. At auto shows, proud Nio owners often volunteer at the booth.
我觉得中国的企业即将来到了一个拐点时刻，包括它的什么上门补胎啊、一件维保，我觉得这个很节省我的时间成本。包括它还有那个驾享服务，我每次出差回来都是会叫驾享，让他把车开到机场来接我。
I was the volunteer. I was chatting with those potential buyers. We want to support the company, going better and better together.
通过未来社群也认识和交了很多朋友嘛，感觉这是一个新的交朋友的渠道，就挺好的。
大家就觉得未来车主这个关系都非常迅速的就能够去拉近。
You buy the things that reflect your personality. So I think the Chinese brands are starting to realize that they're more than just making products, they're actually making something that people want to identify with.
We are still at the very stage of Nio's globalization in terms of marketing, sales, and service. So we opened a grand Nio house in the best streets in Oslo. Both William and I, we were in a party. That was the 1 year anniversary of the opening. The users promoted and get everybody standing up, going outside to the street side, and they had a very crazy dancing party there. So, at that moment, I think the user community is so real. I think, we must have done something right. The right product, the right service, all the 10 years, it's all paid off.
For me, it was fascinating to see how deep the community is. I've never seen a community really developed around a car brand before. I think the key thing behind it is positive messaging and a positive shared vision for something.
People want to spend their money in a more efficient way. They want to be respected. They want their voices being heard.
A lot of the bigger expos elsewhere in the world are getting smaller or they're disappearing completely. That is absolutely not the case in China. I counted 53 Chinese brands for the show. And they're all producing equipment, top-notch cars. The local consumers, they have confidence in the Chinese products. This is really nice. And I want to drive that one, that's the sports car. So this can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 1.9 seconds. So it's super light.
Yes.
It's incredibly powerful. I think it's about over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
And they lift up like a seagull like this.
Yeah.
This one's got a projector, look.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a new trend in the Chinese market to have bigger screens. And you'll see the steering wheel is only half size here, so you're not blocked from seeing the screen. Brands like Li Auto and Nio and Zeekr, and they're all bringing AI into their cars. You've got amazing infotainment systems. There's a new lifestyle shift in China as well.
从过去的买一些豪华品牌的排场，更多的是转向自己内心的舒适。
That sense of pride comes from quality of the cars, quality of the service.
How do you think China has managed to leapfrog in the new energy vehicle sector?
What automakers in China have had is absolute crystal clear direction from the government that this is the direction they're going in. The young people coming through, up to 35 years old, they can now see what China's capable of. They can see the amazing brands coming out of the country. And so steadily that dynamic, that demographic is growing, and that is driving sales of Chinese vehicles and reducing the sales of the legacy brands. They're choosing the Chinese brands because they're coming with the best technology inside, the best infotainment, the best customization for the lifestyles that they choose. It's making their lives cheaper, but I think it's also giving them the freedom to expand out of their homes. So it's giving them the freedom to try. People are using their cars as a lifestyle. It's now a place where you can spend time with your family. It's a partner, it's a slice of your home that you take with you.
This is for a child seat.
You know how Xiaomi works and you can control it all from in your car. Not only that, it's a really beautiful car actually. It's very attractive, it's very sporty, a lot more sporty than most. As those products make their way into Europe, and many of them are, people will start to realize that they're getting a better product. Cars like this one, the people are much more open than the governments, 100%. In America, you can't get good EVs. You can get Teslas, of course, they're good EVs. You can get Rivian, but the choice is so much smaller. Here, the choice is just outrageous. it's like a candy store. People's experience on the street is going to get better, so because it doesn't smell so bad, it doesn't sound so loud. But in the end, everything that's going into cars now is giving people convenience. It's giving people their time back. People are going to start realizing that Chinese cars, they're just good products that work for people, and they'll start to question the other things that their media are telling them. They'll start to question the lies and start to seek out information themselves.
I mean, I think they are a strong brand, I believe, in China. And if you don't have the infrastructure, people won't buy the cars. I think Chinese don't realize how good they have it here.
And how about your own future path and what's your planning for the next few years in China? Are you going to continue with this career explaining China's auto market to the world?
I think so. I mean, for me, if you are passionate about technology and vehicles and electric drivetrains, there's no better place to be than here. So I don't see myself going anywhere just now because I'm having too much fun.